A Rhode Island man is causing some stir nationally and locally after appearing in a short video during the Democratic National Convention. He was identified just as Michael from Rhode Island. During the video, Michael said he was a long-standing Republican supporting Joe Biden. But some beg to differ. Eyewitness News reporter Anita Buffoni tracked Michael down and joins us now with what he had to say. Anita?
Well, that man featured in the video is 63-year-old Michael Paolucci of Foster. He says he made and submitted the video to the DNC on his own behalf, but now his voting record is being brought into question. Rhode Island in the spotlight at the Democratic National Convention twice in a matter of days. First, it was the way Rhode Island featured calamari during roll call, and now it's Michael from Rhode Island. This was the video that aired during the DNC Thursday.
I've been a long-standing Republican for a long time, and I'm telling you, you got to vote for Joe Biden.
I had no idea they were even going to use the video.
Talk radio host John DePietro, who first identified Paolucci, suggested he misled viewers. After Eyewitness News tracked him down, he explained that isn't the case. What would you say to those people who say that you aren't a lifelong Republican like you suggested in that video?
Well, you need to get to know me, you need to get to know the person. It all depends on the character of the president, and especially on a national level, who has the best ability and the best communication skills, I think, to get the American people involved.
Paolucci said his views align with the GOP, but he has voted across party lines based on the candidate he believes was best suited for the job. State records show Paolucci voted in 4 of the last 5 Democratic primaries and is currently a registered Democrat. In Rhode Island, voters become a member of a party when they choose which primary they want to vote in. Voters can then disaffiliate after the election, and in such a heavily Democratic state, the primary is often the only contested election.
That is one reason why I, had to vote Democrat, because other than that, I wouldn't have been able to.
Paolucci says he's voted for Republicans, including Presidents Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, and local GOP lawmakers. But he now believes the country needs a change at the highest level.
And it's time to get this country back on track, bring dignity to the office, like he said. I'm riding with Biden. I got the sticker on my bike, and I'm voting for him in this fall's election.
Now, a campaign staffer for the Trump campaign took to Twitter calling out Paolucci's voting record after that video aired. I reached out to the Biden campaign to get comment, but did not hear back. In Providence, I'm Anita Buffoni, Eyewitness News.